Welcome to the Matt O'Grady Coaching Podcast. This is where Matt shares all his ideas on how to be happier, more successful, and enjoy life to the fullest. Please go to mattogradycoaching.com and thelivinggratitudebook.com to learn more and receive your free micro-coaching session with Matt.
Hello, welcome to the Matt O'Grady Coaching Podcast. And today we are going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, and that is love. You know, it's so crazy. It really is crazy to me. I'm doing research for one of my new books, and it's on the subject of love, relationships, and communication. And as I'm doing this research, it's really mind-blowing and heart-expanding, because the more I look into it, the more I realize, as this quote from Rumi says, love is the bridge between you and everything. Just let that simmer. It's very powerful. Love is the bridge between you and everything. And I guess if I were to edit Rumi, which of course I would not, everything that matters. And it's just fascinating. The science behind love is very related to the science behind gratitude. Interesting. As you guys know, I'm a big gratitude and appreciation person. And so love is like the next exciting mountain for me to climb in this fascinating journey. I mean, I've been practicing love my whole life, right? We get brought up from a very young age being taught about love. Love your parents, love your family, love your brothers and sisters, your cousins, your grandparents, whatever. You learn this thing about love, and in the beginning it's really about family, and then as time goes on you learn about romantic love, and you start to at least think you understand what that is until you're head deep into it. Do you have any idea what it's all really about? And it's a journey, a lifetime journey. It keeps changing and morphing and evolving and growing. Right, so love has all these really powerful foundations in our lives, but we kind of take it for granted too, don't we? I mean, how often do you really think about all the love in your life? And I don't mean like the people, because of course we focus on the people we love most. That's just kind of naturally how we do it. And oftentimes that's family or close friends or spiritual or religious connections, or love of God, love of the universe, love of the earth, right? Love of humankind, love our pastimes. There's so much in our lives about love. Yet, at least I was never coached to really consider it as this kind of important thing to focus on. It was really more of a, like, hey, you gotta do it. I wasn't taught how to do it. I was just supposed to naturally know how to love people. But as our human race evolves, I think we're learning that practicing things, focusing our attention deeply on whatever subject it is that we do so, helps us to understand it, helps us to learn new things that were never there before, or that are just new to us because it's a new experience. And as I practice conscious love daily, as I have for many years at this point, I've been taught that love is always waiting for us, always ready. However, we have to be in the state of mind and the emotional intelligence awareness, because if we're not aware of what we're feeling, are we really loving, or are we doing things out of expectation, out of duty, loyalty, because I promised I would love you in a church full of people, 25 years ago or whatever it is, 11 years ago in my case. The practice of love, the conscious choice to be loving, is a fascinating opportunity, because love is so powerful. We know the power of love can heal. The power of love can transcend. The power of love invites in the idea of being forgiving, right? Because if we're going to be unconditionally loving, then guess what? We have to be pretty forgiving, because people are always doing shit that pisses us off, right? Let's be honest. It's just the truth. People we love and people we don't love, they're often doing stuff we don't want them to do. So as you go through this exploration in your own life, I invite you during this coaching podcast, right? That's what this is. It's a podcast about coaching. And I bring up the subjects that I think could be most helpful to your life and that have been most helpful to mine. And I've seen it in action with my clients and with my friends and other coaches and teachers, spiritual teachers that I know. We're all practicing, we're all learning, we're all in this together. But I think conscious love practice can heal all sorts of ills that many people aren't often so focused on. So tonight, I wanted to do what's called a love experiment. And I've done some things like this before on the podcast, but this one's going to be pretty focused. So what we're going to do is a little exercise. You can be driving or walking or lying down or sitting or cleaning the kitchen or doing anything else while you think about this. You don't have to go into a deep meditation if you don't want to. You can still be doing chores or walking on the treadmill or doing whatever it is you're doing. On a hike, that's where I'd like to be right now. I'm going to figure out how to do high quality hiking recordings for the podcast, because I'm really in a great state when I'm out in nature. I love it. So yes, pun intended. I love it. So here's the love experiment. Once you're comfortable, relaxed, just begin to settle in, create some space. Notice your body, your senses become grounded. And I want you to focus on one of your favorite pastimes, something that you love to do, a hobby. Golf or yoga or, I don't know, whatever it is you love to do. Gardening. What is it you love to do? Cooking. Knitting. I don't know. Whatever it is you like to do. Art. Sing. Meditate. Of course I'm doing some of my own, but I like to sing, but I'm not really a singer, So as you relax into this, just focus on how you feel thinking about this pastime that you love, this hobby. Is it a sports team? Favorite philosopher? I don't know. Whatever it is that you love to do, I want you to focus your attention on it and notice how it makes you feel. Think about why you do it. What do you love about it so much? What's so great about it? I know for me, hiking is really just who I am. While I'm hiking, I'm happier. I really like it there. I like the woods, I like the smell, I like the air, I like the bugs and the birds and whatever else is out there. Just love it. The sky, the dirt, and the rocks. I love it all, and the leaves crinkling under my feet. But what is it for you? What do you love? And I used to stone carve, and one of the things I loved to do when I was stone carving was just the feel of the stone. Just loved touching it, working with it, sanding it or shaving it or chopping it or whatever I was doing. What is it you love to do? I mean, I love to cook, my God. I love cutting everything and the smells and the aromas and just all the different colors, and thinking about it. It's like a strategy and art. A favorite pastime altogether, and think about the delicious food and the people I love that will eat it, and I envision them loving it, and I just pour a lot of love into the food I make, right? We've all seen like Water for Chocolate. So focus on that feeling. So this is the first step of the love experience. It's kind of like a love warm-up, So take your time here. Feel your body again. Relax. Notice the breath. And begin to focus your attention on someone you love. Can be anyone. Can be your closest partner in life, or your kids, or your parents, or your best friend, or your coach. Hey. Whatever. Just think of someone they could have passed 30 years ago. But if it's someone you love, feel free to invite them into this space and just shower them with love right now. Could be someone you haven't talked to in years that's still around, that you just really love them and you miss them. And I want you to focus that conscious love on them. Picture them happy. Enjoy them. Enjoy that person you love right now in this present moment. Shower them with that bridge-building power of love. And notice how you feel. How does it feel to focus your love, to vibrate your love, to tap into the frequency of love? Isn't it good? Yeah, it is. It is so damn good. And just feel it. Feel it in your molecules. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your being. Feel that love. Yeah. Invite a few other people to it. You can love as many people as you want. There's no restrictions to love. Love is eternal, infinite, and all-powerful. Yeah, who else do you love? Let's add in. Let's make it a party. Come on. Who else do you love? I love to focus on the young people in my life who I love. My son, my niece, my nephew, my nieces and my nephews, and my cousins. These beautiful young people who are going to be leading the charge forward as us oldies start to, step away. Let's love them. Let's love the future of our society and our culture. Let's love them like they've never been loved before. Let's really love them. Let's forgive them. Just because someone's younger and different doesn't mean they're bad or wrong. How could love transform their hearts into something greater, something brighter and more beautiful? And yes, more loving than you were given coming up. So let's invite as many people as we want into this love space right now and just shine our love on them. Let's open our hearts and invite them in. And let's feel how glorious, magnificent it feels to be in that space of love, loving everyone you can think of, all your family and friends that you love. Let's see if you can even have some love for maybe some people you know that are having a tough time out there in the world. Let's send them some love. Or someone you know, or maybe even yourself. Are you having a tough time? Do you need some love? Well, guess what? We have some for you. We're loving you right now. Will you love us back? I hope so. I love to receive your love. Thank you guys, by the way, for everything. Your comments, your questions, your emails, your thankfulness, your gratitude means the world to me. So thank you. I love you. Back to the exercise. Feel your love. Notice how that makes you feel. Even if you weren't in the mood for this type of thing, I'm sure you can get a sense of what I'm going for. Because if you're in the mood for it and you're open to it, my God, it is good, man, to love, to consciously focus our attention on love and all the things and people that we love. And let's extend it out to the world. Let's just love us as a human race. Let's just put all our differences aside for just a few moments and love one another. Human beings as a human kind, loving one another right now, just all across the whole planet. Let's include the astronauts who are not on the planet, okay? They need love too. They're in the atmosphere or just outside it, or they're flying to and fro. Isn't it fascinating? Technology of the world. I know we focus so much on the negatives of technology, but what about the positives? What has it given us? This podcast you're listening to, your iTunes account, your YouTube account, email, texting, mobile phones. I understand we should be conscious about all of it, of course. But what about the benefits? Being able to be in touch with anyone, anytime through Skype for free, essentially, right? You got an internet connection, you can Skype. That's freaking amazing, man. Let's love ourselves some positive technology. Let's just feel the love for the pastimes, the hobbies, the people, all on the planet, and the astronauts not on the planet. And let's now, if you will, if you don't want to, you don't have to, okay? There's no pressure here. But I invite you to also love your Creator, whoever that is for you. Love the universe. Love God. Love Allah, Yahweh, the Absolute, the Source, the Force. You know, just love divinity. Love this energy of whatever it is that we know can't really be seen as a human being, but can definitely be felt and channeled and connected to this divine spirit. Some call it the Holy Spirit, some call it the Divine Matrix by Greg Braden, an amazing book. I really think that taking the love we have, feeling it in our hearts, and shining it back towards our Creator, towards the divine connection, whatever that is for you, just focusing our attention on that. How does that feel? Almost mystical for me. It's like my love, but it's just raised up inside me, just kind of a whole wow, not so easy to describe experience, but beautiful and healthy and helpful and expansive. And yes, loving. Some say God is love. Love heals all wounds. There's so many quotes and cliches and great philosophers and teachers throughout time who have told us and pointed to love one another. What did the Beatles say? All you need is love. So I ask you, after having done this experiment, feel free to stay calm and relaxed and feeling your senses and feeling your heart and feeling love as we continue this conversation. If you will, that is my humble request of you. Think about how you feel. What do you think? What do you think love does for you now that you took some time to step back and have a real experience of a conscious love practice? Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy, right? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, because there's going to be a lot more of it. It's going to be a lot more love on this podcast, whether you like it or not. You're going to get it. No, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really inspired by this topic, and I'm going to keep doing my research on daily conscious love with as many people as I can remember to do it, in as many situations as I can remember to do it, and towards myself and towards everyone and everything that I meet as often as possible, because it just seems to be the best way to live that I've ever found. Being grateful too. And I'll tell you, you can vibrate love and be very grateful simultaneously if you just want to get crazy. Feel free to do a combo deal on love and gratitude. Okay? Just saying. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope you had some fun. I hope I made you chuckle. I hope I helped you to feel good. And I hope you enjoy the podcast. And I know some of you will reach out, because some of you always reach out, which is awesome. And I thank you for that. I have my regulars, which is really cool. But thank you. Sincerely, without you guys, there's just me talking in the air, It's nice to be received by you. Thank you for allowing me into your mind and hopefully into your heart. Yeah, enjoy it. Have some fun. You deserve it. You're worth it. So are all the people you care about. They're worth it too. And all the people you don't care about or don't even know, they're worth it too. And we're all worth it. We're all worthy of love. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.